We are here at the annual general meeting of Trade4SD project, which is a Horizon Europe funded research project in Warsaw. And I'm having an interview with Davide Esposito from Confagricoltura, which is one of the partners in the project. So I have a few questions to you, Davide. The first is that our project started 3 years ago already, the Trade4SD, and I wonder what do you see as the main outcome so far of the project?
Okay, the main outcome of the project for me is that is the deeply understanding of the trade policies and some stuff such as the principle of reciprocity or mirror clauses that can affect the agricultural sector and the entire agri-food value chain. So the main outcome is the deepening and the study of the trade policies to better understand how much they can affect the agri-food sector and sorry,
Your organization, Confagricoltura, is one of the few partners in the project that is not a research organization.
Yeah.
It's basically you are representing the interest of Italian farmers, if I understand correctly.
Yeah.
Can you introduce maybe a little bit the organization?
Yeah, sure. We are the main Italian Farmers Association with plus the more than 200,000 members. And in the project Trade4SD, we are mainly involved in Work Pilot 7, for example, because as an association of farmers, we focus our attention on dissemination and communication and also on stakeholder engagement to ensure the effective communication of the project results to our stakeholders and to let them understand what we do in the European project area of our organization.
You are based in the Brussels office of Confagricoltura. Do you work there actually with other farmers associations from other countries, other member states, or sure. Maybe on a European level? Which one is because I'm asking the question because just before the election in a lot of European countries we got farmers protest.
Yeah, sure.
How did you see this protest? Was there any cooperation or exchange of information between the farmers in relation to these protests? And maybe what was the main worry, for instance, for the Italian farmers?
Okay, for sure we work with we work closely with other European organization of farmers because we are a member of Confagricoltura. So we work with all of European Association of Farmers and also the cooperative that are involved in the Confagricoltura. And regarding the farmers' protests, in the last month we saw that there were a lot of farmers in the street, and I think that the problem is that they didn't understand. The European policies didn't understand the needs of farmers, especially with the last CAP, that it was so difficult for our farmers to accede to the funds,
So the farmers, you say that they were worried of the cap. Some of the former interviewees actually said to me that because of the COVID and because of the ongoing war now in Europe, in Ukraine, that changed the situation quite a lot.
I have to see it a little bit.
Okay. So we talked a little bit about the farmers' protest in Brussels and in some of the EU member states. And you explained that the policymakers kind of failed to understand how difficult it was for farmers to kind of get the benefits out of the CAP, the Common Agriculture Policy. This project, this Trade4SD, is trying to link a little bit the producers, like farmers, with those that are selling the products. Do you see any challenge on this front, like how the farmers can guarantee that they are benefiting enough from the end price of the product? Because some of these speakers earlier said that there is a bit of a gap here
between the price.
Yeah.
Actually, for example, we are working so much on the trade agreement with Ukraine, because after the war, Europe opened the European market to the Ukrainian, and our farmers, of course, agree with that, but they wanted to understand how can improve a reciprocity principle with the Ukraine, because actually they are producing and they are selling their products with their rules and not with the standard of the Europe. So this is, for example, one of the problems that our farmers are
seeing or
exactly. Regarding the gap of the price, there is another problem, especially with the distribution markets, because some companies, I don't know if I can do the names, but some companies of supermarkets to sell their products with a low price, of course they pay less the farmers, so the raw materials and in the agriculture in general, and it's a problem to cover the gap between these two phases, and we have to ensure I think that we have to study more to understand how much the trade policies could affect the market and sustainability too, because for the farmers it's too difficult to understand how to improve their sustainability if they don't have the money to do that and the instruments to do that. So
so your organization Confagricoltura can kind of provide the reality check to the researchers that you can actually transmit or transfer the message of the farmers to the research community as one of the probably most important stakeholder in agricultural trade. We are at the third year of the project. How do you think your organization benefited from this project? Is there any particular positive element you would like to highlight?
I think that the main benefit, as I said, we do policy advising in Brussels, so the main benefit maybe it's for us in Brussels to understand better the problem of trade agreements in Europe, and to understand better and to communicate better to policymakers what we need in the future trade policies.
There is still 1 year to go for the project. Listening to you now, I kind of assume that our organization Lumina can work with Confagricoltura with the communication and dissemination. So we will have, for instance, the last year we will have a closing conference which we plan in Brussels. Do you think that is this an area where our team can work maybe with yours to organize the final conference to actually guarantee that we are able to disseminate the message to the new policymakers, especially because now we have a new European Parliament?
Of course. It's the moment actually to better understand how to communicate to the new policymakers, because in July we will have the new Parliament and at the end of the year we will have the new Commission. So we have to understand what is the next way of the new Commission in this kind of policies, in trade policies, and yeah, we want to work closely with you and with the other partner to make an effective communication of our needs and to create a meaningful impact on the next policies at the European level.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.